Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao and this is One News Now. The canvassing of votes continues in Congress. To tell us more, we have Marlene Alcaide joining us live from the Batasang Pambansa. Hi Marlene, how is canvassing going over there? Are they going to finish today?
Hi Sean, the National Board of Canvassers has opened and canvassed more than 80% of the certificates of canvass. However, missing COCs caused a bit of a problem to the Joint Canvassing Committee earlier today. The canvassing of votes for President and Vice President was going smoothly this morning. However, the Joint Canvassing Committee noticed that the COCs from Mandaluyong, Sulu, Manila, and Cagayan de Oro were missing. With this, the canvassing of votes in these areas were deferred. The election supervisors from Mandaluyong and Cagayan de Oro said that what happened was unintentional and that they misplaced the COCs. Last night, the National Board of Canvassers found out that the Sultan, Kudarat, Surigao del Sur, and Pampanga's manually transmitted COCs were also missing. The provincial election supervisor explained that the envelope containing the COC was accidentally mixed. The missing COCs from these areas have already been personally delivered by the respective election supervisors today. So far, around 136 of 173 COCs have been canvassed. They expect to finish the canvassing of votes for President and Vice President this afternoon. Marcos Jr. is leading with more than 30 million votes, followed by Vice President Leni Robredo with around 14 million votes. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte is also leading in the vice presidential race with over 30 million votes, followed by Senator Kiko Pangilinan with 9 million votes. Sean, once they have finished the canvassing, Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte are expected to arrive here in Congress for their proclamation. Sean?
Thank you so much for those updates. Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from the Batasang Pambansa in Quezon City. Meanwhile, several groups staged a protest against the proclamation of presumptive President Bongbong Marcos, which is expected to take place later today. Anak Bayan, Kilusang Mayo 1, and Bayan marched to the Commission on Human Rights to voice their concerns against the incoming Marcos Duterte administration. Some were reportedly injured after police officers tried to disperse them. The groups condemned what they call overkill security measures for today's proclamation.
Paulit-ulit na nangyayari yung aming pinangangambahan. Hindi pa nagpapalit ang bagong rehimen, pero mas lalong nagiging marahas sa mga lehitimo at demokratikong pagkilos ng taong bayan.
And political clans kept their dynasties going across various positions in the country after this year's elections. Mobile journalist Pam Vasquez with the story.
Siblings, spouses, children, cousins. The Philippine politics has been made the playground of a few select families. Even if one loses at some point, they'll return in no time. According to experts, there are two kinds of political dynasties.
Thin dynasty, they participate in elections to replace each other. The other category is fat dynasties. They participate in the elections simultaneously and run for different posts.
And election after election, it's the fat dynasties that have dominated. For instance, presumptive President Bongbong Marcos's family solidified their hold on their bailiwick Ilocos Norte. His son Sandro won as congressman while his nephew Matthew retained his post as governor. Their cousin-in-law Cecilia Araneta Marcos as vice governor. Their cousins, Angelo and Michael, both got their second term as congressman and Luwag mayor respectively. And of course, Bongbong's sister Aimee remains a senator. In vote-rich Cavite, Senator Bong Revilla's wife Lani will return as 2nd District Representative. She will exchange seats with her brother-in-law Strike, who will sit as Bacoor Mayor. The couple's son, Jolo and Ram, have been elected as congressman and provincial board member respectively. Their nephew, Iggy Revilla Ocampo, won a spot as city councilor in Imus. A study by the Ateneo School of Government in 2019 found that fat dynasties have grown from 19% in 1988 to 29% in 2017.
Paano kung magko-conduct ng oversight, hindi ka na lang magsasalita ng against sa kanila, no? So ang talo dito, ang taong bayan.
Franco also says the reason Filipinos still vote for people belonging to dynasties is because of utang na loob.
They have relied on them for so long. Nakikita nila na nagbigay sa kanila ng tulong.
There's an anti-dynasty provision in the Constitution. It's found in Article 2, Section 26. However, there's no law to enact it. The late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago did file an anti-dynasty bill back in 2011, but it's been languishing in Senate ever since. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas has issued an apology to Pinoy fans after Gilas Pilipinas' disappointing finish at the 31st SEA Games. In a statement, SBP President Al Panlilio took full responsibility for the shocking loss. However, Panlilio assured fans that Gilas will bounce back to reclaim its place as the top basketball team in the region. The Philippines lost to a reinforced Indonesian side 81-85, ending a 3-decade reign which consisted of 13 straight gold medals. Meanwhile, in the NBA, the Dallas Mavericks live to fight another day after beating the Golden State Warriors in Game 4 of the West Conference Finals 119-109. Warrior reserves made it interesting in the fourth quarter after cutting a 29-point Mavs lead to 8. However, this was not enough to fend off Dallas. Luka Doncic stuffed the stat sheet again with 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. 5 other Mavericks scored in double figures. The series heads back to Golden State for Game 5, with the Warriors holding a 3-1 series advantage. And let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. The death toll from the mass shooting incident at a Texas elementary school has climbed to 21, 19 of whom are children, while 2 are teachers. The suspect, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, was later on killed by police in a shootout. Authorities say that his motive for the killing remains unclear. The camp of presumptive President Bongbong Marcos has nominated lawyer and vlogger Trixie Cruz Angeles to be the next PCOO secretary. Marcos Jr. spokesperson, attorney Vic Rodriguez, says Angeles has accepted the nomination. Angeles previously served as a social media strategist for the PCOO from 2017 to 2018. And the MRT3 management is extending its free rides program for the 3rd straight month, or until June 30. According to the management, the program extension will allow them to further test the train lines' capacity and performance. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.